The new engineering building is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We've had the pleasure to work with the university for a period of time developing the design, and together we've dared to dream. And through that experience, we've created something incredibly special. The new challenge for us, and it's a very special challenge, is now to have the opportunity to turn that dream into reality. During the tender process, we've been through a rigorous design review. It's been really rewarding to work with Balfour Beatty and their specialist subconsultants. In particular, we've put a lot of attention into the facade and testing the facade and ensuring that what we had on paper is achievable. But actually, if I'm honest, I think what we've achieved is better than what we had on paper.
My knowledge about the project has happened in a very short timescale. We submitted a PQQ and then were fortunately invited for tender. And you've got to grasp that knowledge that you've got that's in a tender and go with it very, very quickly. And since picking up the tender documents, I've actually attended about 75 meetings on the job. And the team collectively has spent about 1,000 hours, if not more, actually looking at the job and trying to figure out what makes it tick, where we can add value to it. I lead the team, and I've really got a fantastic job because I actually pick that team. And picking that team, to me, isn't about picking a team that suits me. It's about picking a team that suits the client. And that's really important. So, you know, getting 12 architects to me was so important. As a company, we really do pride ourselves on achieving excellence. And what it means to me is I actually get to work with some of the best architects in the country. I think Sheffield is really all about its industrial heritage and where it's come from. And why I say that is it has got a strong industrial presence around steel, but it's projecting that into the future, which is really important, and it's done a lot of investment lately to take it into the future, and I think it's a fantastic city. When you do wander around Sheffield University, particularly the School of Engineering, and some of the space that they're working out of it, it is very poor, it's very old, it does need updating. But what really inspires me is the fantastic work that they're doing out of such poor accommodation. It is absolutely fantastic.
Quite simply, the spaces that we're creating in this building don't exist on the campus. It's an exciting opportunity to create a range of spaces from specialist engineering, student-led learning spaces, large-scale staff-led learning, new lecture theatres, new flexible teaching spaces. These spaces at this size do not exist on the campus. So the facade is actually quite simple. It has a unitised glazed cladding system on it, which allows us to get the building watertight and allows us to create a range of clear, translucent and solid panels. And then in front of that, and built slightly off of that, is the anodised aluminium lattice. And that lattice then gives the building depth and starts to pick up on some of the contextual links to the Gothic and Victorian architecture around. But it does it in a way that is contemporary and forward-looking and creates a new identity for the engineering faculty.
So in the design of the facade, obviously we have to think about how the facade will be maintained, how it will be cleaned, and how it may be replaced if elements require replacement. So through that design development, we've thought about how certain parts of it will be taken off, what equipment will be needed for it to be taken off. And also the availability of replacement parts so that it is possible to go out to an open market to find replacement glazed units or replacement pressings for the aluminium lattice.
Our commitment to local industry is that we will spend something like 50% will be spent with local businesses, and I think that's really important. Is, you know, we don't go to the far end of the world to get something. We actually think, what is there in Sheffield that we can link into to provide a service to us to build a fantastic solution. Single tracking I thought was really important, particularly from an M&E point of view, and that's because single tracking with NG Bailey, who are our M&E partners, offers the university so much assurance in terms of getting the right pipes and wires, for want of a better word, into the building. It is a smart building, and smart building technology isn't the easiest thing to do.
During the tender period, we've actually took the Stage E design produced by Arabs and we've developed it to a Stage F1 design. For the MEP systems, we're looking to utilise our off-site manufacturing. NG Bailey operate a world-class facility within the Yorkshire area. The off-site manufacturing is going to bring quality control, pipework, electrical distribution modules to site, pre-tested and commissioned. This will have the benefit of reduction in time of programme on site, which is approximately 4 weeks. We're going to take in excess of 30,000 man-hours away from site, and we're going to reduce the actual on-time welding on site to 85% of what it would have been.
The site team will regularly review risk on the project, and this will start right from the design stage, where we review risks through design and mitigate through design, and then also through delivery on the project. Programme itself from an early stage is being developed with a lot of our key supply chain partners. So we've brought them in so that we can discuss programme periods individually, but then together as a group, so we make sure that we get the integration between all of our supply chain embedded in the programme. That means we can test the programme and ensure that it's robust and deliverable. A key part of the programme is allowing sufficient time for the universities fit out at the end of the programme to ensure that the facility is open for the middle of September 2015. As part of that, we've programmed to allow also a clear period of 7 weeks at the end of our programme for final commissioning and setting to work to ensure that when the university receive the building, it fully functions as they would expect. Within Balfour Beatty, health and safety is always number one on all our jobs we deliver. We ensure that all our projects are well planned, but we also allow for change because we're aware that things don't always go to plan, and we must be flexible enough to change during the project.
This project offers us a really unique opportunity to work with different groups of interested parties and stakeholders from the university. So we're not just thinking about one specific group of students, but actually this project offers us the opportunity to open it up to a much wider audience. It's really important to us that we have close contact and engagement right from a very early stage in the project. That allows us to have a structured approach towards the engagement and the management of events and engagement programmes that we will offer the university. So thinking about BIM, or Building Information Modelling, that also gives us a really good opportunity to support the students and the staff at the university. We will of course make our BIM model available to the students, and we can actually then use it as a learning tool for the students throughout the project. We would look to support the university in the work that they're already doing within the community in the Sheffield City area. We would look to align our values and our volunteering efforts and our fundraising efforts to support the university, but also to make our own links within the wider community as well.
In terms of aftercare, it actually starts now. And that's our philosophy. And we've got a perfect landings philosophy is what it's called. And it's all about putting the client first now. So rather than handing them the keys in 2 years' time, we actually start thinking about them and engaging with them. Why Balfour Beatty? Because we've actually got the best team. Be it Matt Cartwright, myself, Alan Grantham, these are the guys to deliver it, and I can guarantee that if we get the job, it will be the best solution that they can have.
Building for me is incredibly special. I'm very proud of what we've done. I'm proud of where we've taken the design and the briefing process we've been through. It's iconic, it's life-changing, and it's fit for purpose for the next generation. And hopefully that will inspire people. And out of that inspiration, there'll be new technologies, new ideas. In 50 years' time, there'll be more buildings like this designed.